Welcome back to Sonic Generations 3DS. Today we're going to kick off the modern era with Water Palace from Sonic Rush.
I'm just surprised they actually referenced the handheld games. Like, oh my god, they acknowledge something that's not part of the main series canon.
Well, you know, this is DIMPs, and I guess they're a bit biased when it comes to their own creations, but that does beg the question, where the hell are the Sonic Advance levels? But I digress.
Holy crap, it's Mykonos!
Well, to be fair, Steven, a lot of people did think this was Windmill Isle when the first trailer came out.
But it's not. So, fuck you.
You know, it was because of Unleashed that Gareth and I have, desperately wanted to do our own world adventure where we visit all the places that inspired Sonic Unleashed.
That would be amazing.
One day we shall. We're gonna start Kickstarter and ask for 2 million and then spend 50 grand of that traveling the world and the rest buying vintage Sonic toys from 1964.
Gareth, you're not supposed to tell them that part.
Oh, note to editor, please cut that the pile.
You know, for once I'm actually going to leave that in. Now, Water Palace, this is probably my favourite level from Rush, so yeah, I'm happy to have it represent the game. Not much to say about the level in and of itself, both classic and modern. The music great, it looks great, obviously it takes visual cues from, like Steven said, Windmill Isle from Unleashed. This gimmick is kind of weird, a giant badnik chasing you through the water tunnels.
It's a mini-boss. Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Well, you know, at least they added something new or rather to levels like Radical Highway Classic. They didn't really add anything to that except for it being shit. Because that, like, as we just saw, Sonic got, we were getting the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They didn't put in the Why? Why, Tom? Why?
I don't know, Lol. Maybe they were just too busy adding gimmicks like that bubble thing, which you have to go fast to activate. This giant bandit, which boom explodes. I don't know.
It's probably because they only had 8 months to make the game.
Yes, and they could have just import like the SA1 version of it, because Jun Tsunoi said no, that's my song. For some reason, Jun Tsunoi sounds Mexican to me. I don't know why.
No, that's my song.
I think it's not in it because in the DS games there wasn't a drowning theme, so consistency.
Speaking of the DS games and music, some people may recognize Water Palace Classic as actually being the album version of Back to Back from original Groove Rush, Sonic Rush's actual official soundtrack release. Jun Tsunoi said he included it. I imagine one, because it would be a cost-cutting measure. You know, it would save time and money just to reuse a level track, and we'll get to that in Tropical Resort. But in this level, it actually works, because I imagine probably a lot of people haven't heard the extended album version. So, like, for a lot of people, it would be their first time using it.
Oh, I didn't hint at that in Casino Night.
You know, I'm still kind of miffed that they didn't include any of the levels from, the handheld versions of Sonic 1, 2, Sonic Chaos, Triple Trouble. You know what, at this point I would have even settled for stuff from Sonic Labyrinth or Blast, because, just get a bit more variety in there instead of just the first level from each of the console games. But Game Gear LOL, I guess. Now, what would you all have had from Rush?
Mirage Road. I say Mirage Road because that's, I think, the only song in Sonic Rush that didn't get an original Groove Rush version on the soundtrack. There is one, if you look hard enough, but it's not on the CD, so that would have been cool to put that in Generations.
Really? Really? I choose that level because, not because it's a good level, but because of the music.
I'm not the biggest fan of Rush in particular anyway, so I don't really care.
Steven, he works for Retro. He can't say he's allowed to like a DIMPs game. That's madness. I would have chosen Deadline because I love that's my favorite level. And also, we all wanted a remix of This Is What You Need. What You Need.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys shit on me for wanting music in the game, but this is what you need.
Mirage Road always had the weakest theme out of the Rush OST.
And the weakest level design.
Yes, Scarter! Shut the fuck up!
Gareth is quite inebriated at this point. But yeah, I think Deadline would have been pretty cool. Because, obviously, the only space-themed level from the HD version of the game was the arena for the Death Egg Robot boss fight. And failing Deadline, I kind of have a thing for altitude limit, even though it kind of, you know, exemplifies DIMP's bottomless pit kind of strategy when it comes to designing levels, and I really hate that. So, if not that, maybe something from Rush Adventure, like Sky Babylon. That music is ballin' as a shit, brother.
Now, is this the same layout as in the DS version? Because I know they did that with the classic stages.
I think that I know for say Tropical Resort, they based the classic version off the DS version and the modern version off the Wii version. I think for this one, they probably just took like bits and pieces and just spread it across both levels and added stuff like the giant badniks in classic.
So for this special stage coming up, can we just end the video here?
Yeah, can we just skip this?
Can we just stop and cry?
Yeah, please. Just I Tom for this part and part 7, don't. It doesn't matter what we say in these parts because there's nothing more to say.
Well, you know what? Let's actually do something useful and discuss what special stages in the Sonic franchise we like. Let's start with Sky.
My favorite is actually, ironically enough, the Sonic Rush special stages.
You hypocritical fuck!
Thought you were about to say Sonic Heroes.
Well, it's a nice take on the Sonic 2 formula. You know, that's been done countless times, but now you're using a stylus and you have more control over Sonic.
Yeah, say that when it comes to Special Stage 7. Gareth?
My favourite special stage in the franchise is probably the ones from SA1, because they don't exist!
Steven?
My favorite special stages are the ones from S3 and K. Or actually, it's probably the Saturn version of 3D Blast. Those ones are amazing.
I haven't played those ones. I want to. I really want to.
Yeah, I think it goes without saying by now that my favourite special stages are the ones from 3 and K. You know, Blue Spheres. Great music, great gameplay. I have to give a little bit of a shout out to the ones from Knuckles Chaotix, actually. I found those to be pretty entertaining, but that's all the time we had for this part of Sonic Generations 3DS. See you all next time for Tropical Resort. See you then.